wake up, what do you do there? Is this even real? Only thing that kept my heart beating. No one missing things, so stay wide awake. Only come out at night, but we're still looking for a sign. But when I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? And we can't see the stars. I just wanna see the stars. With the stars falling in the dark. I just wanna see the stars. When I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? I wanna missing things, so stay wide awake. I only come out at night, but we're still looking for sign. When I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? Come out at night, but we're still looking for sign. When I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? And we can't see the stars. I just wanna see the stars. With the stars falling in the dark. I just wanna see the stars. When I wake up, what do you do there? Is this even real? Only thing that kept my heart beating. No one missing things, so stay wide awake. Only come out at night, but we're still looking for a sign. But when I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even real? wake up, what do you there? Is this even real? Only thing that kept my heart beating. No one just said things, so stay wide awake. Only come out at night, but we're still looking for a sign. But when I wake up, oh, I can't help but to wonder, is this even
started, and I don't even have to worry about audio anymore ever again because of this software stuff. So hello and welcome to Pound DnD session 5, I want to say, of the shared party experience.
Maybe. I don't know. Hold on.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, with 3 more to go after today. The next, so 1 week from today, Rashak and the 3 dragons arrive. I feel like a 90s animated action show.
A 90s animated action show?
Yeah, like, you know, Dragon Ball Z, like that, like...
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Like,
all right, guys.
Like, the Saiyans are coming in 3 years. Prepare yourselves.
Guys, you have to remember, if this is the new Dragon Ball Z, when it comes to the fight, when we take our turns, we have to spend the first 8 turns screaming.
Yeah, but you gotta be screaming while you load the ballista with the bolts that Thalrak's been making.
Kaioken times 4!
But you know that also means that you're gonna miss the dragons with the bolt, right? It's just canon.
It's fine, everyone. Don't worry. I'll just use the spirit bomb.
Yeah.
Share your energy with me.
So, also, to those who don't know, I think I've announced someone may be new since then. I don't know. We have a few things that... Oh, Alvin, yeah, definitely. You don't know these things. 5 XP can be given to any player, and then that has some sort of limit. 1 use per stream per person.
I know that.
Name a monster. You know that one.
Yeah.
You got the inspiration. Okay, yeah, so I think you know them now.
I gave 5 experience to the sword.
Oh, yeah, you were in stream. That's how you know.
Yeah.
I just haven't had a stream with you since then.
Yeah. I watch most days.
Yes.
You have to realize that was that same day that you implemented the 5 experience thing was also the same day you called me a horny bard, and I said, "Hey."
True. It happens. Everybody here believes it.
If we had all the VODs, I could prove I have never rolled a single seduction check, okay?
You've rolled against one.
Yes, I have.
And you failed at it.
I did.
And we're here now.
Yes, we are.
Oh, Cyrus gets 5 XP, but Cyrus isn't even here. I mean, I think I can add that, though.
Cyrus is... This is going to be the first session that J-Gigs misses.
It's true. All right, character sheet, experience, 5 experience. Okay, he's got an extra 5 experience. I fixed it.
There you go.
All right, so we are starting back here in the city of Falls, City of Thieves. I believe we just got finished feeding Miss Lippy.
Miss, I brought food in for the next 5 days.
Yep. Oh, and you hired him on a perpetual basis and put that on the books.
I have that down in my journal. I also the last thing I did was send a message to Rasha.
Okay.
I sent a message twice.
And her last response was screaming and anger.
She was
and
screaming
rage.
anger towards the church. I remember that. But yeah, so I remember that. Jeez, time to kill this guy. What are you gonna do, Callia? Just bring the two of them to a cliff and push them off?
Well, yeah, maybe we need to check how high the walls of the city are. So
Cyrus has too many hit points for that. Wouldn't work.
How many? We gotta see how much fall damage we take if we were to fall off these walls here.
yeah,
These are walls into
exactly.
the cliff.
We got to test every building in the city.
Does this game have fall damage?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, I do want to do one thing. I would like to, before 5,000 donations later, he's at level 20. God.
Seriously, how many? 5 XP is really low.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Plus, you would have to make an alt. Well, you'd have to make so many alts because you only get one per stream per person. So you'd have to
it's
create a
never
bunch of
gonna
alts.
happen.
You'd have to get 250, and the average accumulation is 220 per hour, according to Twitter, apparently. Not Twitter, Twitch, that's what they told me. So you would have to sit in an hour, and you'd only be able to do it probably twice in one stream. Which would mean
it's
you
never
could
gonna
only
happen.
get 2 times the number of alts that you created times 5.
He designs a robot for a bunch of free Twitch alts because Twitch alts are free, and then he progressively has each of them programmed to watch a stream whenever they get a notification for the stream is live, and allows them and accumulates until one session. He just has them all done it.
So that, by the way, if he was to just level up using the 5 experience gift, it would take 71,000 uses of that to be able to reach level 20.
And assuming you can do it twice an hour, use it 71,000,
Yep.
Time for some math.
that would be 35,500 bots to do it in a single session.
Yeah.
Wow.
Our new goal for the campaign.
Get someone to level 20 instantly.
We went to level 20 with only donations.
Oh boy.
Is this the equivalent of Don't Leave Tutorial Island?
Basically.
Exactly.
Reaching level 99. Fucking hell.
Oh god, you know what I'm talking about. You've been
Yes, I
you've been
do.
in the machine.
Yeah.
You're gonna go back to the machine at some point, aren't you?
Maybe.
Because you never really leave that, right, Riley?
What's that?
RuneScape.
I am 1 level away from maxing.
See?
I literally got that 5 minutes ago.
All right. So what are we working on here?
Okay, it's
We're
nighttime
waiting
still.
on Thalrak and Shani before we do the big stuff.
Yeah, it's nighttime still. And there's one thing I would like to do before I head off to take a long rest, and it's the next day because there's some stuff I need to set up for the next day. First off, I would like to clean Central Hall,
Central Hall. You mean like?
where Miss Lippy is staying now.
Okay. Do we have a map for that?
Yes, we do.
Oh.
It's for where the mayor blew up.
I think it's this one.
You may have called it Mayor's House. This is the one.
Okay.
I would like to clean up the
Royal House is what I called it.
Yeah, I would like to clean up the mess.
Okay, so what are we doing with these bodies? Are you taking anybody along to help you?
I mean,
This is very. There's no skeleton. You could like skin them and give them to Callie and the skeletons.
God.
no. No.
Are you taking anybody along? You taking Ikarath? Ikarath, are you going to the mayor's house? There's a giant Hydra.
Sure.
You probably saw Alvin walk in a giant Hydra into the city.
I was with them when we got the Hydra.
Yeah.
Oh, you were? Oh, then you're probably here.
Yeah, everyone went with except for. No, everyone went with the Hydra thing.
Yeah. So does anybody want to help clean up the royal house?
Sharine's there, so he can't.
What was that?
Callian is not there because he's spending the evening writing.
Oh,
Same day, right? So
And I'm sleeping in the forge.
Yeah, and Sandy, Sarna, and Smoothie are not going to be here. They're back at the barracks.
yes,
I
they are
can
gone.
text. I'm friends with the person who plays Wes. I can text him, and I'm sure his character wouldn't mind. But
Yeah,
I'll text him.
I'm just trying to make sure that everybody who wants to get involved gets involved. Like, we don't need more people.
Okay.
All right, so Ridley and Alvin are cleaning.
Yep. Oh, dear.
Icareth will help as well.
All right.
Elred will help.
Well, the bodies will simply be needed to be dragged over to the cemetery. Luckily, that's not too far from here. Well, but I must... Oh, God. The room is going to be horrible. You know, I just realized I could either get rid of the bodies or I could do something very unsavory. I don't think I want to do the unsavory thing.
What's unsavory?
Oh, you know, we do have... Miss Lippy is staying inside the Citadel now.
Yeah, oh yeah, Miss Lippy is... Let me get Miss Lippy, because she's here.
And I'm
In
like,
here.
I could technically...
Yeah, sorry,
Anything.
I forgot. Miss Lip, we never just updated it, because we haven't been in here yet. Now I gotta make her real sized. Peanut butter jelly? Well, we do have some NPCs. So...
Well, I think it'd be best to feed Miss Lippy some
I was like,
dead
Miss Lippy
bodies
could
than my
have
own
some-
hide.
Right? I'm like, Miss Lippy, could you eat? We could feed her the bodies.
That's
The last thing you want is in the final battle, Miss Lippy to look at us and think we are a snack.
I got 5 days worth of food for her as well,
Oh,
so
okay.
just got delivered today. So I know Miss Lippy's not gonna understand me very well here, but I kind of point towards the bodies and like point to my mouth, saying like you could eat them if you would like. Yeah, we definitely need to knock down some walls in here.
Alright, sorry, I was just testing audio, but I was listening.
Okay.
Wait, you guys never explored the whole house?
No, we never did.
Ah,
It was late at the night. We had just finished everything. It was like, oh god, we want to go home.
Yep. Alright, so
but yeah, I
go
let her
ahead.
know.
So
She-
you're trying to feed them to Lippy?
I tell her if she wants to eat them, she can.
Oh, she eats the shit out of them, but the walls are now covered in blood and bits.
Yeah,
um,
I assumed that was going to happen.
Let me go.
It'll take a while, but I can use prestidigitation. If anyone would like to go explore the rest of the house, they can, but I'll stay down here to clean this up. Whole house, right? I know, there is someone, but I don't want to ask her anything, because she's going to add more terms to our relationship if I do.
She can do this in one go. Like, she just has to cast it on the whole house.
Yeah, I know. Do I go get Terry?
Terry would be. Terry is so useful somehow.
I'll be right back. This could be easily cleaned out. If the two of you want to go look around around this place, feel free.
There we go. Now, all right. So
One
you're
of the
going to get
servants ran
Terry.
into this room. I remember one of the
Icareth
people
walks through there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go get Terry.
All right. You got a bunch of nobles shaking. Oh, I need to move them and cowering in a and a jester in a corner, including one named Peanut Butter Jelly.
Icareth just looks at Elrid and goes, "Ah, these yours, mate?"
Definitely not.
Are you going to kill us?
Do you ever keep any slaves?
I mean, just, normal house slaves?
Wrong answer.
Sounds like you're about to die.
And they scream and, like, closer into the corner, but go ahead.
Elred swings his axe at them.
Okay, go ahead. Which one?
Great axe.
No, which
No, like at who?
character?
Oh, which one was talking?
Peanut butter jelly.
That one. Peanut butter jelly.
Okay, roll the hit. Yeah, you hit. Roll damage. Oh, yeah, you decapitate her, and her body falls around, and blood splatters everywhere, and everybody screams.
Except Ikarath. Ikarath is pretty chill.
Yeah.
Elred looks at the rest of them and asks them the same question.
They all vehemently shake their heads no.
I think my work's done here, Ikarath.
I've just gotta ask, are we killing the rest of them, or is that good?
That's up to you, bud.
No, okay. Ikarath pulls out his lute, and he tunes it a little bit, and then he plays a power chord.
Oh, okay.
You better be able to put out a fire if you set something alight, boy.
Oh boy, okay, so yeah, roll, what is that? Is that a save or a hit normally?
It's dexterity saving throw for all of them. If they succeed, they take half the 8d6 lightning damage.
Okay. Yeah, roll dex. Oh, are you attacking them and channeling it through there? Oh, that's good.
That's to hit all
dex
of them.
saving throws of
Yeah.
what?
17, I believe, is Ikarath.
Oh shit, Ikarath's overpowered.
Ikarath, is that your save? Am I correct?
I'm trying to look it up right now.
If you go to
No,
your
16,
spells.
16.
Okay.
One of them saves.
But he takes
The
they
jester.
take half the damage. They take half damage, which is 15.
Oh, they all get electrocuted, and now it's charred and meaty and burnt hair, and this is a nasty stench you've created here.
Oh, Ikarath, you got a inspiration, by the way.
Oh, Jared gave Ikarath a free D4 inspiration, only to be used on 20 rolls.
Yep. It is very unfortunate that
Thanks, man.
PB&J died instantly.
Yeah, they just got named and then they got murdered. Jared says, "Well, you're welcome." So that's the nice. Oh, let me. Oh, I know what I need. You know what we need here?
What?
Smell lines. It's really stinky in here.
Alvin's gonna need to hire a janitor.
Or he's just. So while you're doing that, Alvin has reached. Where did we leave her?
She's inside the office, inside the barracks.
Oh yeah,
Assistant
so
barracks.
you've gone there. All right.
This is the first time in like a while since I've actually been in here. So, and I go in and
Some things have been changed recently.
So
Was that? Oh, there's a giant heart-shaped double piano / table. There. There's an open bar here. There's like a octagonal table here and like 2 square tables here.
you boys have done quite.
Oh,
some
there's a
changes.
stage now and some curtains, retractable curtains.
What the hell? Well, you boys have certainly done some work. What's the occasion?
We didn't do any work. Callian and Voltaire did.
Oh.
They've been renovating the place. Something about a big date. You
right.
sly dog, you. We knew you had it in you.
Haha. I bet you. In my head, I'm thinking, I'm probably the youngest person in here, aren't I?
Oh. I don't even know how old your character is.
Are any of my henchmen younger than 22?
I mean,
I am 22 years old.
well,
The three new ones were.
Okay.
So Sandy, Sarna, and over here Smoothie.
Smoothie, okay. Oh boy. Yes. Where's Terry?
She's in your office.
Oh, okay.
Something about redecorating for a man of your stature.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So I would imagine Alvin probably worked on like a hobbly stool and a desk, like a table.
Yes.
That's the kind of guy. And this is classy booze right here with candles on either side. You've got a round table right here, and it's got like a bucket of ice in there, and like a bottle of champagne. And there's 4 like super low to the ground chairs right here, like and then your chair's like really highly raised, and then there's a desk right here. So you're always looking down on anybody that comes into your office.
Seems like making me try to assert my own dominance in here. What the hell happened?
I redecorated for you!
I can see that, Terry. It seems that
I can press
everyone's
to
pressing-
digitize not just with spells.
It seems everyone is setting up for our date, I believe, tomorrow.
Oh, are they? They're such dolls to help out with that.
I don't know. The table in the center is a bit
Oh,
grandeur.
it's so
but
beautiful. I can't believe they got it. I don't know even how they got a pink one.
I mean, there is certain woods that are pink, so it's not outside of the world of possibility.
It's absolutely darling.
Indeed. Terry, I need your assistance if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, of course. Anything for you, Alvin.
The center, the town center is a bit messy. Would you be willing to prestidigitate it for me?
Absolutely.
Thank you, dear.
She hands you a key to your own office.
Oh, thank you. I now have a key to my own office.
Yup. Alright, so she'll follow you out. And while you guys are doing that and walking back, we go back to the royal house where we have... Well, actually, let's go. Voltaire, what are you doing?
If it's like nighttime, he's probably sleeping in the blacksmith's Bartholomew's place.
Alright. Shani.
oof, I am here. Yes.
What is Rosalind doing?
I'm gonna disappoint myself so much right now, but he's probably walking around, being the oblivious mind Rosalind is, because he has no brain. He's probably going to be walking around, not entirely sure of what to do because everyone's doing all these important things, and he's so jealous, but he doesn't know where to go. So
What
he's
would
probably
he think? But what could Rosalind think is a heroic thing to do? With the limited information Rosalind has of the situation.
pick up trash.
You're gonna pick up trash?
I'm gonna pick up trash with my stick. I'm gonna use a little chomper as one of those grabby things that you can buy at stores.
Alright. Roll. Are you gonna do that like all night?
I honestly, yeah, I'm just gonna be making sure there's no big things of trash that might, trip us up or might
Roll 10d20 charismas.
10d20 charismas. Okay. Okay. Just set. I don't know how to roll 10 at once.
You can do /R, and then type. You could do like you've rolled 3 so far. You could roll 7d20.
And just add.
Yeah, and then I'll just add 4 each one
to them, and just tell me what your modifier is, basically.
It's 4. Okay, so 15, 18, 14, 7, 13, 19, and 23.
4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Mark down 4 town points on your sheet somewhere and remind me next week on Sunday when Rashak arrives that you have those.
Wait, 10 points?
4.
4 town points.
4 town points.
Okay, I will say 4 town points. Got it.
Yep.
I picked up. I'm gonna go see what they're up to over here, I guess. But I did my good deed for the day.
All right, then you can be coming in as they're walking out.
Hey guys!
Let me go back over to there. There's blood everywhere. There's the Hydra here. There's still dead body here and here. Alvin is not here right now. And they're coming out of here, and the stench when you walk into there smells like burnt meat and hair and blood. It's nasty.
Can I just repeatedly cast Prestidigitation to try and clean the blood up before dragging the bodies to a bush?
How long does it take to cast Prestidigitation?
It's an action, so 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Okay. Then it's 6 seconds per squiggle.
Okay.
So
I mean, I literally have nothing to do. So
okay, well then count those squiggles, right? And let me know how many seconds you want to use, and we'll flip to Ikarath and Elrid. If you miscount the squiggles, it's fine. We're looking for an estimate. Ikarath and Elrid.
I'm not going to count the ones inside because Miss Lippy is probably going to kill me if I try to come in. So
yeah.
I'm gonna say about 27.
All right, so that's 27 times 6.
That's 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
All right, so you guys got 3 minutes here. What are you guys doing in 3 minutes?
We'll open the next door.
Yeah.
That's the kitchens with a chef huddling in a corner, scared out of her mind.
What's your name, dear?
Chef Dilly.
That's a right funny name now, isn't it?
Why does everyone always say that?
Probably because it's a right funny name.
You asshole.
It's fair. Icarith begins to search for mushrooms.
I mean, there's regular, like, eatable mushrooms.
Perfect.
Business.
Ikarath grabs some of the regular mushrooms.
Okay.
Elric goes in through here.
Is there a door or a window?
That is the pantry. Just normal food cooking stuff here. You guys are just looting Alvin's house.
I have too many houses to begin.
I'm not. I'm cleaning it up.
You are.
I'm a good noodle.
And then, did you check the other side?
No, we can't do that.
Oh, that's the chef's bedroom.
Why is there blood on the bed?
Oh my goodness.
Chef Dilly.
One night.
Chef Dilly. Chef Dilly ran out of product.
It's not a problem. Don't worry about it.
All right, now what are you doing?
Gonna
You got that,
That one?
there, and there. There's 3 more doors right there, I see.
You know, actually, let's try that one.
What the door? No, that door. Oh yeah, Rosalind doesn't know the Hydra all that well.
No, it looks like a lounge area. And as you're doing that, you have successfully cleaned up. Nope, not you. All of that blood. Oh, there's more. Blood. Blood.
And I'm gonna put Mandy's body in the bush.
Okay, in the bush. So now is Ninja hidden.
Okay.
And then what would you like to do?
Rosalind's gonna open up the door.
Did Rosalind go with you with the Hydra or not?
No, this is the first time seeing the Hydra.
Oh, so you open the door and you see this massive Hydra that is to scale here with fucking, I think we determined 8 heads?
8 heads.
8 heads. And all 8 heads whip around and stare at you.
Good girl? And he's just gonna slowly shut the door.
As the door swings shut, you hear a thump, and you feel the door push outwards.
I'm gonna go clean up this over here, and he's gonna go clean up Billy's body.
Count them squiggles.
I'm gonna say there are 16 squiggles there, Chief. They seem kind of small and jagged.
16 times 6 is 21.
1 minute,
56.
36 seconds.
So yeah. So now we're back to Icareth and Elred, looting Alvin's house.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Here we go.
Is that from them walking around?
Yup.
Clean up your bloody feet!
Let's check the room across the hall then.
Oh my god!
No, wait, we go back to the first room. No, wait, we go back to the lounge. No, wait, we check the kitchens one more time.
There we go to Icareth. Alright, so you guys are going into here. It appears to be a pool table with seats in the corners.
Are there billiards balls on the table? Icareth takes the 8-ball.
Okay. You do that. What are we doing now?
Going to the next one.
So you guys, as you walk in, this guy whips around and jumps back and starts to topple backwards.
You, sir, what's your business here?
So he falls over. And the bottles in his hands smash onto the ground. And everybody make a dex save. You guys are both able to dive out of the room. And as the doors close... Also, more bloody footprints.
Pretty sure that entire room's just bloody. He probably blew up.
Yeah, you hear a loud boom and the walls shake, and there's blood all here because, you know, he got blued up.
He blew himself up. Well done.
Well, not intentionally. It scared him and he fell. And then it's just charred and burned. Oh, it's all bad. Oh boy. Okay.
Howard looks at Ikrath confused.
Look, mate, I know this is gonna sound hard to believe, but that wasn't me.
Let's just not tell anyone about this.
That sounds like in fact, let's not even go in there again. Let's when they open it, we can be like, oh no! What happened to this poor man?
Sounds like a great plan.
All right. As this has happened, you, Alvin, are now walking up. Rosalind, you have finished your prestidigitizing of this. What are you doing with Billy while Alvin's walking up to the house? Shani?
Did Shani die?
Shani, based on past actions, has put...
Oh, God.
Oh, what are you doing?
I mean, Billy, first off, is going in the other bush, so... Yep.
And now Alvin's walking back. You just did that before right? So
Oh,
Alvin,
crap. Okay, hold up, I'm lagging.
Oh, yeah, Alvin, you saw Billy...
I'm lagging, hold on.
Okay. So, Alvin, you will have seen Rosalind putting Billy into the bush.
Not sure why you're putting him in there, but okay.
You just walk through the door?
Yeah, I'll go to the door. Miss Lippy, don't... hold your attack.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Terry's coming along with you. And she goes,
Terry,
ew, dead bodies, this is gross.
I'm sorry. Stand back for a second. I need to open the door for to let the Hydra know I'm here first. And I push the door open and kind of wave in like it's me.
All right, well, you're with Alvin, so are you... Rosalind's following you.
Okay.
And then starts to prestidigitize. I'm assuming you're telling not to attack Rosalind?
Yeah, don't attack either of these two as I point to both of them.
All right.
Oh dear. Why is there more blood everywhere?
Ikrath just points to Elrid.
There's footprints. There's footprints, by the way. They're footprints. Tracked throughout the house, coming from various doors.
Terry, would you be so kind? Can you prestidigitate all this? I can assist with my own smaller prestidigitations.
This is a lot. For free.
I give her a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, she's all about this. She is all about that, and she just jumps up in the air and spins her staff around and then points, and she actually, anime style, shoots backwards, folded in half with the staff out front, and all of the blood and everything vaporizes. You're seeing shelves and things and pieces of wood fly around and go back into places. Unfortunately, the people
they're still
are not so lucky. But they're put back together.
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll put that back here in a second.
There goes Miss Lippy by the Slippy.
There's just so much to delete. I gotta move everything to a safe
Everyone
haven.
back off to the side. Yeah, everyone needs to back up.
It's like, because she's strong. And she like, and what happens is it ends up shooting her up into the air, and then she starts floating down and is like panting, and then passes out.
I'll pick her up.
Well, no, she's floating down,
Oh yeah.
passed out.
Well, I'll walk underneath where she's floating down and grab her.
And as you catch her, one of her eyes cracks open, and she says, "I knew you liked me," and then she falls asleep.
Well, that was a display.
That's a pretty powerful magic right there.
Yes, it is. Oh dear.
So let's put the corpses back where the corpses are, but they are put back together.
Yeah, put back together. Does that mean the mayor's corpse is back together? Since he was up here in the upstairs and blew up.
Yeah, but we don't have him anymore, so
Yeah,
we're gonna pretend it's this person.
Oh my god, I can finally speak.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. So what have I been doing for the last couple of minutes besides just poking my stick in the door and cleaning?
You saw the most brilliant display of prestidigitation ever.
God damn it, she's
Terry
here.
just did a full-on anime, like, fold in half, shoot backwards up into the air with us while the stream of magic's going out, and just fixed everything.
She needs to teach me that spell.
Well, it's just prestidigitation. She's just been practicing it for 3,000 years.
I must learn.
Immortality is probably how you'll...
Ikrath is going to go back into the room with peanut butter jelly, and he's going to search the corpses now that they don't stink.
Okay, the jester has 2 copper pieces on him, but each of the nobles have 200 gold apiece.
Sweet! Good to know. Ikrath then leaves the room, and he goes to check on the guy who we never found the name out of, but who blew himself up.
He's got like 2 gold.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
And he's very much dead.
Oh,
correct?
yeah, he's still dead. They're all dead.
Is there anything left of his office, or is it just gone?
No, it's perfect. It's pristine. It's like nothing ever happened.
Okay,
Like-
what's he got in here? Like books? Alchemy stuff?
Yeah, I mean, he's got some books on alchemy. He's got just like general alchemist kits. Let's say he's got like 10 of those.
Ikrath takes one of the alchemist tool sets.
All right. Rosalind, actually, what are you
And
doing?
a couple of the books that look like they're for beginners.
Okay.
Oh, I told Rosalind, you're safe. Miss Lippy won't attack you anymore.
Can I pet Miss Lippy?
Yeah.
I only have 2 hands. This is unfair. I'm gonna try to pet as many heads as I physically can.
They like Miss Lippy like is having fun with this, and like keeps like ducking her different heads at different times, so you have to keep switching between them, one over and then the next one, kind of like whack-a-mole but with pets on tops of heads.
Okay. I am going to do this for as long as Lippy wants, or until we need to go.
Okay.
Just because, like, this is... You don't need a lot to impress Rosalind. I'm gonna... Oh, also, can I feed it some honey?
Yes.
I'm gonna break a brick of honeycomb in half, and I'm just gonna offer it to one of the heads.
The head sniffs it, licks it a little bit, it like its eyes light up and it grabs it and tosses it back. But then all of a sudden, while that one's looking happy and like swaying back and forth and pleased with itself, 7 other heads are within like 1 inch of you immediately.
Ikarath walked in the room right as that was happening, and he just goes, "Oh, so fucking Roz can feed it drugs."
Not drugs, it's honey. I'm gonna break what's left of my honey into big enough chunks that they'll be happy, but to feed the other 7 heads. So, and as I feed them, I'm just gonna be scratching them under the chin.
They're kind of purring a little bit. All right, take 2 Hydra points. Same rules as the other.
So now I have town points and Hydra points. Let's go.
And Alvin, you fed it, so you can have 5 Hydra points.
Okay. I bring Terry up to here.
Okay.
And I see the mayor's back, and I'm like, right. I get the mayor's body out of the bed, and I'm like, I will get rid of you in just a moment, and I will tuck Terry into the bed so that she can sleep.
Look at that, you're letting her sleep in your own bed.
I don't even use this bed.
But but to her?
Yeah. And I'll go to the mayor, and I'm like, you blew up before I was able to look at you. What do you have on you, old scoundrel? And I look through his clothing.
He's got 2 grams of cocaine.
Oh, of course.
He has 350 gold. And he's wearing a shimmery purple and silver suit.
Purple and silver suit?
And it's shimmery.
Shimmery? But I have my outfit. It's nice, but I have my outfit.
You can always give it to someone else.
Is it big?
I don't
If
know.
it's
How
big,
big
just
was the mayor?
toss it.
How big was the mayor?
I think he was a normal humanoid.
Was he
It
fat?
looked
Was
good.
he tall?
Yeah.
Like he's your mayor.
Oh yeah, he was heavier set.
He was a heavier set. Was he tall or short?
Taller.
So a taller, heavier set human male. Would that fit Rosalind?
Yes.
I'm getting so many dead people's clothes.
Oh my god.
So as I'm pulling the mare out, and I'm like, Rosalind,
Yeah?
how do you like the color purple?
And silver. It's a purple silver shimmer.
Well, I'd say it's...
as the light hits it differently, you see it reflect off of the different folds and stuff. It's not like bedazzled or like sequined, but it's like that real delicate, real small shimmery effect.
Yeah. Also, so am I still like petting it as this conversation is going on?
Yeah. So you walk in, and this Hydra is like bopping heads down at various intervals, and Rosalind is like reaching out and petting each one as it goes along.
I don't have enough hands. But yeah, I'd say that purple's a sweat color, downright tasteful.
And Ikarath is here for this as well.
Hello, Ikarath.
Where did Riley go? Riley, what are you doing?
Oh, I am asking Chef Dilly if she has any strong ale.
She motions to the pantry on the left side there.
Elred goes and finds himself some ale.
All right. Are you going to drink some ale?
Yep.
All right, roll a Constitution save. You are not drunk. Do you have any other things to do?
Is this a door up here, or is that a window?
That is a door.
He opens the door.
It's the back of the house. And it goes into the rest of the city.
Oh.
It's a servant's entrance. Alright, so you're out here. And about the same time that Alvin's walking down, dragging this dead guy, Ikarath is over here, has walked out with Sir None Your Business. Rosalind is playing that petting game with Miss Lippy. And go.
Hello, Elred. How are you as well?
I'm excellent, Alvin. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Oh, it's been a busy day.
Indeed it has.
Just dragging, the dead mayor around right now. I offered Rosalind his outfit if he wanted it. He won't have any use for it.
Did you strip it off of him?
Yeah, I'll strip it off of him.
Alright.
If you do, then Rosalind's probably going to put it on because underneath the Mind Flayer's outfit, he's not wearing a shirt. So.
There you go.
It's a whole suit.
There you go. It's a nice suit for you.
Ooh. Ooh, and then I can just maybe get this tailored to look like a blazer. That
Well,
sounds
it is.
fantastic.
I mean, that's basically what it is. Like, it's like a...
Yeah. No, I meant the Mind Flayer thing.
Oh, yeah.
That way I could have like a four-piece suit.
Oh my god.
So, I'm assuming with the amount of blood I saw coming off of Yotz's shoes, you didn't just walk through the blood of Miss Lippy's meal, did you not?
Oh no, there's a whole pile of corpses around this place, mate. They're kind of everywhere.
Fair enough.
Oh, there is a dill pickle in the kitchen, though.
Dibs! I called dibs. You can't have it.
I will bring the mare, and I'm like, Miss Lippy, I'm putting the mare inside this room for now because I gotta dispose.
Okay, so you walk into that room, and you see this guy. The you'd probably recognize him. I would assume as the like the alchemist of the mayor's alchemist. He's dead.
That's unfortunate.
Ikarath follows you into the room and goes, "What? How did this man die? What?"
Who knows? It could be any sort of means.
That's just terrible. That is...
So, what do you mean by dill pickle?
Oh, that's like her name.
Okay, I'll go into the kitchen. Excuse me? Hello.
And
Yeah, that one right there. That's a dill pickle.
You're talking about the chef?
Chef Dilly.
Oh, greetings, Chef Dilly. How are you?
I've been better.
Terribly sorry about the ruckus.
You just kinda dropped the Hydra in the middle of the room.
What did I blow up?
What?
What did I blow up?
No, you dropped a Hydra
Oh, yes.
in the center of the room, and then got people coming through and looting the kitchen for some reason.
I look at Ikarath.
He just holds up the normal mushrooms and he's like, "These ones aren't magic, mate."
Terribly sorry. I had no intention of them doing that. I was just saying if they wanted to look around the house to see if there was anything. Yeah, I don't
So
know.
who are you keeping on the old staff?
Yes, anyone who wants to stay on is allowed to stay.
Okay. Chef Dilly makes 2 gold a month.
I'll put 5 gold down for her for stress payment.
Okay.
Due to the fact that she's had to go through trauma.
Yeah.
So I'm giving her trauma pay. And, yeah, okay.
All right. Rosalind, are you still doing your petting game?
There's no. First, I'm gonna put on the suit, but there's literally nothing else in the world that I would rather be doing, unless there's something important to do that I must do and give. Could I take Miss Lippy out for a walk? I'm gonna ask that. Alvin, do you mind if I take Miss Lippy out for a walk?
Anybody got rope?
I have rope. I have very nice rope. I have silk rope.
Oh, see, I feel like this could work.
I have some silk rope. Yes, you want to take her out for... Miss Lippy, would you like to see the city? No eating anyone out there.
She bobs her heads up and down.
Okay.
Expend 1 Hydra point.
Which one?
Alvin.
Where's Callian? I would like to get some food for Miss Lippy.
Callian, I think, is back at the barracks.
I think Callian said he was going to be... He's working on something for the evening.
Oh my god, oh my god. Is Rosalind gonna go and go and interrupt Callian and show him his Hydra?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Look, Dad, look what I found!
I bring out one of my silken ropes. And
who's fashioning it to it?
I'll probably do so because I
Survival?
spent more time with the Hydra.
Can I assist with that?
Are you gonna let Rosalind assist you with the knot tying?
No, like I'll keep the Hydra still, so then he has an easier time doing it.
Oh no, this is just the Hydra's doing it. It's just a matter of how well that knot's gonna be tied.
Oh, then never mind. Rosalind doesn't know a lot of knots. He's not into BDSM.
Yep.
Neither is Alvin. So survival. That was not meant to be advantage.
Oh,
yes.
I mean, it's tied on. It's around a neck.
Yeah. It's not the best.
I'm sure Miss Lippy won't cause a fuss.
Just sending out a loaded gun. A poor leash, but you don't know it's a poor leash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to figure out what everything needs to be done with Miss Lippy.
Oh yeah, Callian, I'm gonna bring my Hydra to you.
So Rosalind leaves with the Hydra.
He's skipping along as he's going.
So we will get back to you on your way there in a moment. We'll get to you, and then we're going to go here and still back to. Where did we lose? Oh, okay. So yeah, Elvid, Ikrath, and Alvin.
Elrid. All right.
You haven't even checked the dining room yet.
Oh, right. What's the damage? I heard that there was more dead bodies.
3 noble people, including the prestigious peanut butter jelly, and the court jester are all dead in the corner. But they don't have any marks of harm on them.
Which is funny because one of them got decapitated.
Yep. Elred, are you following him in, knowing what's in there?
Yep.
There's, it's easier to deal with the common people. It's usually the nobles who are resistant to the change. So,
They had it coming.
I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, I guess this brings us to a very easy time. We best get all of these bodies, because I'd rather not have to clean up the place again. Best get these bodies to the cemetery. Though I should probably check the rest of the house since Terry is here asleep and I don't want anyone disturbing her. So if you two don't mind helping me out a little bit, could you get the... hold on, I need to ask Chef Dilly something. Dilly?
Yes.
Do we have a cot?
Yeah, there's one out back.
Okay. You can... You know it's late. You can go to sleep if you'd like.
She said, I will do just that.
Alright. So, if you two don't mind, can you assist in getting everyone out into the cart in the back so we can get these all to the cemetery?
Elred goes and just haphazardly grabs two of them by their ankles and starts dragging them out.
Oh dear.
Ikarath grabs one of them.
Alright.
I'll be back. I'm gonna check the upstairs and just to make sure there's nobody up here. So, because I see that there are several doors up here on the upper floor. Am I correct in assuming that?
Yep.
All right, I'll go to this top door first.
Boom.
All right. Rooms with beds. I'll go down to this door.
This is another nobleman doing a line on the bed.
Does anyone not do drugs in this town?
Hey, buddy!
Roslyn.
Hey! Alvin! What's up?
What are you doing?
Just, my night drugs.
Okay. Oh.
In a town full of drugs, it stands to reason the nobles would be drugged.
I looked to him. I need your assistance tomorrow. Would you be willing to help me?
With what?
You know that the mayor has passed away, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need assistance. We need to prepare the town. There's going to be an attack coming soon. And with
What do I get out of it?
What do you get out of it? Would you like to you want to What do you do? Are you just a nobleman?
They technically have parts of the city that they get they get 50% of the taxes for providing dubious noble services.
Well, I can continue on helping you. We can continue staying here, working with me.
He says he wants the warehouse district.
The warehouse district?
Yep.
You want that to be your control?
Yep.
Who used to control that?
I mean, we haven't really controlled anything for a while. But now that Eduardo's out of the picture...
Yeah, I have got no problem with it. There's going to be a lot of change. I want to set up as... If you're willing to support me as mayor and assist me in this time before we hold an election due to the fact that the mayor's gone, yes, I'll let you hold control of the warehouse district.
Alright, 1 second. I need to apportion that. So I'll flip you guys so you guys can see.
So Soul wants warehouse.
Which is like all this. Elvin already selling off portions of the city.
Well, it's good to delegate control so you don't have to worry about you don't have to constantly be breaking your back on things. I'm not selling it off. It's just he gets portion of the taxes.
Yeah, he gets 50. They get 50. No, 25% of the taxes.
Okay.
Actually, that would be negotiable. He asked for 50%.
So Let's start at 30 and make our way up. How about that?
He says yes.
All right. 30% of that district.
Wait, no, we were starting at 30. We were just doing negotiations. 40.
40. 35.
37 and a half.
37 and a half. Fair enough. 37 and a half is your starting pay. Is your starting amount.
All right, so mark that down in your books.
Yep, I'm writing it down. There's bloody negotiations, alright. How's everyone doing? Who isn't a part of negotiations and house cleanup?
Right,
Rosalind's
would have gone
doing
back for that last
fantastic, my
body.
Yep.
The mayor and the so none of your business.
Yep.
Oh, and the jester. So yeah, jester.
Elric grabs the next two again by their ankles and just like haphazardly drags them out. Smacks
It's just
their
turned
head
into
on the
viscera
door
cleanup
corners.
detail.
Yep.
All right, everything's loaded up. The other rooms are empty.
All right.
So let's. How many body count for a peaceful session? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
5.
Six people have been killed today.
No, 5, because one of them was already dead.
Oh yeah.
The mayor was already dead to begin with.
Well, I cleaned up Billy and Mandy, so
they're in
they're
the
really
bush.
dead.
Well, we didn't technically kill Sir None of Your Business.
He killed himself.
Yeah. And while that
He just
happens, you are just walking around town and people are gawking at you as you walk through the night with a Hydra to Alvin's barracks
What is happening?
on a leash.
I'm taking her on walkies.
And you walk into Alvin's barracks with a Hydra.
I would have informed the Hydra that these are my people. Do not eat them.
Yeah.
Rosalind's good at this,
The
okay?
Hydra is getting progressively bigger.
Yep, I'm feeding it snacks. Galleon!
Building outside.
Venstein says Callian's back in his room.
Alright, do you mind go getting him? I don't want to leave Miss Lippy alone.
Venstein starts knocking on Callian's door.
Wait,
Yes,
why the
hello.
fuck is there a skeleton named Sans?
What was that, Callian?
Oh, I said, oh, who's there at the door? I'm busy right now.
It's Venstein, a child dressed in a...
A shot? Dude, I'm huge. The fuck?
He's like 6 feet. He's
Okay.
Like 7 feet.
A
I'm like
giant,
7'8" right now.
dressed in a shimmery purple and silver suit with a Hydra on a leash is asking
My
after
goodness.
you?
From that description, I think I could understand that sounds like Rosalind. So I'm gonna say, okay, I'll come right there. So I'll put down the book that I was working on. I'll tell Sans, follow me closely.
Okay.
Hi, Dad!
It's-
Hi, Galleon. Hi,
What-
Galleon.
Rosalind, what are you doing with the Hydra? Is it? Where's Alvin?
Hold up, I need to reload this.
Yep.
Sans is all of like 2 hours old at this point.
What did you say to Rosalind?
I asked, why is the Hydra here, Rosalind? Where are you doing? Where's Alvin?
Alvin's at his new house, and I thought Miss Lippy could go for a walk. I came here to get some gold so then I can get her some snacks.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't come with us to get the Hydra, correct?
No.
Okay, so I'll tell Rosin. Rosin, I can't really talk to the Hydra, but please be very careful. I mean, I know she's friendly, but we did promise her a lot of food, and I would not want to eat you. You look like a very big snack. So
Yeah, silly. That's why I'm going out to get some.
well, how much food do you need? I'm sorry, how much food do you need?
If you still have my pouch, then I guess I'll just take that, just in case she gets nippy.
Sure. Yeah. So I'll take out his gold. Let me just check how much.
He's gonna spend like all of his money on honey for the Hydra.
You know, if
I
that's
think
the Hydra's
Alvin-
favorite food.
Alvin, I believe we were talking to Alvin, and he was saying he was arranging for food to be brought for the Hydra regardless. So I don't know how
I know,
much.
but I don't want her to just sit in that stuffy old place. And by the way, how much does he get? Also, one thing, intimidation is a +7, so I really don't need gold. I could just walk up to anyone with this and be like, "Hi, can we get some food? If not, then we'll just eat you and take it."
God.
Like, that's out of character, but just the sweet voice of Rosalind contrasted by the threats.
I'll hand over your gold. You have 87 gold pieces.
That.
Won't be able to find anything at the butcher because I bought the entirety of the butcher shop.
Yeah.
Rosalind, do you know what a Hydra eats?
Well, she seemed to like honey.
Honey? Look, I don't know if I think she needs meat, but I guess honey. You could put honey on meat, so I guess that could work.
I'm not sure if she's. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, either way, Rosalind, I really think
Ooh.
you should try to bring that Hydra back.
Rosalind's like a very
as possible.
ecstatic cook too, so like there's that. So it's like, ooh, maybe I could make a honey glazed ham for her.
That sounds like a great idea. You should do that back at the mansion.
8 honey glazed hams.
We'll just take a short walk around just so then she can get some exercise.
Okay. I mean, she did
Smell the.
She did take a pretty long walk to get here today. I think she's looking kind of tired, so maybe you should head back quickly.
Okay.
In fact, you know what? I can put my work aside. I'm gonna come with you to make sure that we get back. I don't want you to get distracted along the way, so let's go. I think the people are very nervous.
You want to know what else is kind of, you know what is funny a little bit? So Callian's writing a book about the adventures of Alvin, but then Callian becomes part of it and is writing historically accurate parts of it. And there's also, unbeknownst to Callian, an entire church devoted to him in Rakoge.
Wait, is it because Callian's
And
an
nobody's
Aasimar?
actually mentioned that to Callian, by the way.
I have no. Oh, actually, wait. Would Rosalind know?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, they called themselves the Church of Callian in front of you. Anybody in Party 3?
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that'll be an interesting story to tell on the way back.
Wait, no, not Party 3, Party 1. And you're part of Party 3.
Rosalind was with me, so we ran out of
Rosalind wouldn't tell you. So Alvin knows, Riley knows, Goji, I believe you know, right?
I think so.
Wait, or did you...
None of us know.
Wait, no, nobody knows.
The only person who knows is Ikarath.
Ikarath, sorry, that's who went back through. Ikarath knows and hasn't told anyone.
What have I not told anybody?
That there's a Church of Callian.
I told Callian.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was like, I've seen your fucking church, mate. People love you in that city.
Yeah,
I think he said that, yeah.
Yeah, he said that, but that it wouldn't be interpreted, so you don't know that there's a church in your name that worships you and then Lathandra.
I don't know, yeah. I thought they just... Because last we left, they were worshipping Lathandra, and I told them, hey, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, it quickly devolved into you. They're used to, a central person, and they just kind of fell back into old habits.
Well, I don't know that yet, but
No, but I love it.
I do.
Mossy,
Yeah.
what's up? All right.
Well, either way, I'm gonna instruct Sans to go back and watch over my room, make sure no one goes in my stuff.
All right.
I figure walking around with a Hydra is one thing, but with a skeleton too, I think people are gonna start getting the bad idea about us.
Yep.
So a Hydra's enough.
Yeah. Rosalind's gonna be like bopping his head, and he's gonna be like, while you take her inside, I'm gonna go grab some honey, okay? We gotta make those hams.
Okay. I can't really talk to her, so
She knows basic understanding things at this point when I've been talking to her.
Okay.
So
Colleen will very nervously be staring at this Hydra and be like, "Yeah, remember I'm your friend, right? So let's go inside."
Okay, so Rosalind, you can buy your honey while this is going on at whatever the rate we had previously established was.
I think it was like 1 silver per block of honey or something.
Something like that. Sounds right, yeah.
I want to spend 7 gold on honey.
All right.
So that's 70 blocks.
Well, I should keep the money.
Yeah. So I now have 70
Okay, so it's 24 ounces
bricks
equals 1
of
gold.
honey that I'm bringing back.
So 2 pounds of honey is 1
I
gold.
will pay with 17 gold then.
17 gold, alright.
Okay. So 2 pounds, that would...
2 pounds
Okay.
per 1 gold.
Alright, yeah, so 34 pounds of honey.
34 pounds of honey. Are you going to pay for delivery?
Yeah, 34.
Okay, it's going to be an extra gold for delivery.
We are gonna eat.
Oh my god.
Alright, so you're doing this. Callie, and you've just gotten back with the Hydra.
No, I'm gonna bring it back
I've
myself.
never been here, by the
Because
way.
I'm strong.
Okay.
yeah, it's your first time being here.
I said I'm bringing it back myself.
Hydra walks
You're behind
in,
us.
Mississippi's back. But we're missing a Callian. What happened to Rosalind?
I'm sorry to let you guys know, but Miss Libby was really hungry, and then Rosalind, and I'm just gonna trail off.
Hold on.
Oh no, he's not dead. I'm sorry. He thought the Hydra needed more food, so he went to go buy more food. I'm sorry if
Oh,
he was dead. Yeah.
all right. Fair enough. Well,
I wouldn't let him die.
That's his
welcome
baby.
yes. Welcome to the town center.
Where she's staying?
Yes, I plan to do some renovations here. We'll definitely need to make some more room for you, Miss Lippy.
Alright, she just walks back in. You guys might want to
Yeah, step back.
back up.
Yeah, we'll make some renovations in here for you, Miss Lippy, and make it bigger for you.
Could
to be
knock
able
out
to-
some of these rooms.
Alvin, what happened to the other mayor? Is the mayor not here? Is he out for a trip or
The
something?
mayor is out
Yeah, the
on a
mayor's out for a
cart.
trip. Indefinitely.
Colleen does not
So-
know that the mayor is dead, by the way.
I will inform you that upon arrival to speak with the mayor, he has done quite a few things. Callian, you know that we're inside the city of thieves, correct?
Yes, I've heard of it.
So this mayor was very corrupt. In fact, he shut me out from being able to do any of my investigative services once he came into power. He was in the pocket of Eduardo, who was the kind of running most of the criminal side of things here. So I wanted to speak with him, and well, 3 of his gods have joined my forces. The other ones, I
My
unfortunately
forces.
have joined the
Alvin
barracks.
Army.
They've joined my barracks. They're quite nice people. You've met them. Sarna, Smoothie, and Sandy. Uh,
Alvin Army, we stand.
But
Yeah.
as soon as I got up here to speak with the mayor, he had a rune that blew himself up, hoping to
Oh,
take
no.
me and Geordie at the same time.
You guys are okay, right?
Yes, and then Terry, I thought he would never see the mayor's body ever again, but Terry used her masterclass prestidigitation and his body has returned.
Oh,
Um,
no.
So, yes, the bodies of several people who seem to have died in this house are here. Died to unknown causes. As I look at Ikarath and Elrid.
If, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Where is Icarus? Oh, Icarus back up here. Yeah.
I'm
if
here.
you do ever want to figure out what the causes are, I actually have a spell I could prepare in the future called Speak with Dead. If you really want to figure it out.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's time for them to rest in peace, you know.
At least
Yeah.
they're not in pieces.
They're not in pieces, they rest in one piece.
Singular.
So, probably take them over to the cemetery for the gravekeeper to deal with.
Okay, we can do that now.
Yes. I look at Miss Lippy. I think Rosalind's coming back with some honey for you. Do be nice to him. And I also go up to her and like, did you enjoy your walk?
She kind of looks around. She doesn't understand that.
Oh.
You gotta be more expressive.
I'm
We
like,
stick around.
I'm like, fair enough, and I just give her a good pet on each of her heads, real quick.
She's happy about that. You can take a
and
one
I'm like-
Hydra point.
Okay, and I say, I will return. Well, let's deal with these corpses first. Close to the evening when we'll need to rest. It's late already. But I have to prepare. We need to give an emergency notice to the town. I have Soul helping us out with that, but we'll need to spread out.
You're gonna need to find more noble people. Except for I think they're most deadly dead now.
Yes,
Honestly,
if somebody wants to become a noble,
I'm gonna be honest, Chief. If this were my other campaign and I was playing Keltari, there would be no noble people because
No bill.
he himself is a noble, and let me just say, not the biggest fan. In one of our earlier sessions, when he was killing his own dad, he jammed a spear from one part of his ribcage, like from the collarbone, down, punctured both lungs, and out the other side of his ribcage. And then he just swung him around like a club and hit his sister with it. Like, no respect at all.
yeah.
That's like Rodney Dangerfield used to say.
Yep.
How
Oh,
you doing,
shit.
Goji?
Also, I may have to go just
yeah.
for theater
Alright.
practice. I'll see you guys later. I'm so
Alright,
sorry
see ya.
about Sundays.
Sorry, we've been kind of going all over the place
Yeah.
with this evening thing. Do you want to
It's
be
alright.
awake and do stuff with us?
Yeah.
No, he's still asleep.
Okay. Well,
Go
We're
to
gonna be
sleep.
rolling into date time soon here based on my planning for the day, so
okay.
To sleep.
Well, I'll look at. Let's get these bodies out of here quick and.
yep, you can do that. They all go to
To
the
the
graveyard. They're all dead. They're gone.
Yeah, I want before we head off for a rest. I want to speak to Ikarath. So Ikarath, how did you run into our dear Kraken friends?
Oh, it's easy. You just like you look at one and you just like I'm going to go as fast as I can, and you just take off as quickly as you can, and the Kraken's not going to move out of the way, and just boom, you run into it.
Right, you're a very literal person. How did you meet them?
Oh, well, that's a funny story. I was on a bridge and I played a song on a different lute, not this one, but a different lute. I played a song, and one of the Kraken was like, "That's ballin', mate. Let's get in the water and do some more of that."
Oh,
And then
Don't
got in the
ask
water
Cyrus.
and did some more of that.
Yeah, don't ask Cyrus what else, like his version of events. It's not as nice.
fair enough. Well, I was just curious because those are Thaurac's children, and it's very interesting how such a small world. I didn't even think Thaurac's children would hatch at this point, but to think there's so many of them already.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it looks like I have my work cut out for me. We're going to have to establish a whole new noble system within this city.
I can help you out with that.
As far as I know, the last ones, I have no idea what you did to the last ones, but I assume they were alive before I got in here.
I
Before
don't
you
even
guys
know what
met
you're talking
them.
about, mate. I just mean that if you need new nobles, I volunteer as tribute.
Are you gonna give Icarad the section of the city? He is gonna be traveling with you.
That's the problem. Let's first think about people who are going to stay here. Ikarath, I have already got a
You
charter.
could give him a title and give him
I
like
could-
a tiny
oh!
portion with that doesn't own anything.
Yes, I would be doing that for everyone. It's just more of along the lines. For now, since I don't have any official power.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do any of that. But yeah, I have already set up someone to be my charter who will work in my place when I'm not here. So,
Is it the Hydra? Because I think that would be wicked cool.
no, the Hydra is a dear. Miss Lippy is a. Let's just say she's part of the law enforcement.
Gotta make Hydra chambers.
Right? Yeah.
Can you imagine
Hydra
seeing Doro ride around the city on a Hydra as a guardsman?
No.
He'd probably get eaten.
Doro would do some. Doro would turn this Miss Lippy into a drug addict, and I'm not. We have enough drugged up
I don't
monsters.
think Doro has done any drugs.
Doro is going to make Miss Lippy a drunk Hydra.
But the drunken part is accurate. They do make their own like bathtub moonshine.
I don't need. We don't need an alcoholic monster because we already have Patty,
Hydra?
the party Kraken,
So wouldn't that be hilarious if you just
as the alcohol. Yeah. Too many monsters on either an alcoholic or a drug addict. So let's
or
let's
both?
try to go, or both. Let's try to avoid the drug addict part of this. So if any of you wish, I think there's a couple of spare rooms upstairs for the time being. If you'd like to stay in them.
That would be lovely. I could use a nice skip.
But
I'm actually going to go back to the barracks. I was
Yes.
working on something.
Fair enough. I was just offering for anyone to hear. I know the barracks is not exactly established for as many people as we have.
Alvin, Airbnb.
But I don't charge. I pay for your
There you go.
travels. No,
Do
actually,
you want to stay with a Hydra or in an army barracks?
because of the fact that Terry is here, I'm going to stay here with her.
Very well. I'm heading back in case anyone else is coming. Oh, and if Rosalind comes here, please, I don't know, please make sure he doesn't end up inside the Hydra's mouth.
Don't
Yeah.
end up beside the Hydra's mouth. Don't worry.
Yeah, so
I have
Rosalind
all-
came back, fed the Miss Lippy the honey. She liked it. They're now asleep together.
All right. Well, everyone, pick a bed, fall asleep. I point to the room that Soul's in. Not that room, though. That's Soul's room. You let him be there.
Ikarath would take C12 right there.
There's two C12s, but that's C12. Yeah, go ahead.
There's 3 C12s now that
There's
I look at
three
it, actually.
C12s. Oh boy.
So the blue C12.
Okay, by all means.
Elred?
Elred, you feel free to
Albert
take
can
the
take
room.
the C12
Right
below.
As they walk into their rooms, Ikrath turns to Elred and he says, "By the way, I liked what you did with your axe earlier. That was pretty nifty the way you just kind of... How'd you get the head to go back on, though?"
I shout out from my room, Terry!
Oh, sorry. Apparently he wants us to tarry in the hallway a little bit longer. So since we've got time,
No! The Archmage are clean! She used Masterclass Prestidigitation, so whatever you did to those nobles was undone.
but they're not alive.
Prestidigitation can fix things! It doesn't bring them back from the dead!
Well, but that was the only problem they had. They were dead. So if it fixes things, and you're saying it fixed things, how come they're not alive? Oh my god, did we just bury a bunch of living people?
No, we did not, Ikaraf. Do not worry.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea for the next slave owner.
I'm not a part of this. I heard none of that. I did not hear something about burying slave owners
Alive.
Alive. I don't know if Alvin.
After Alvin goes back in, Ikaraf looks at Elred and goes, "So I'm confused. Are we supposed to tarry here or not?" Because I'm knackered, mate. I just need to take a quick snooze.
How about you go and get some rest?
That sounds like a plan.
Alright, so we all sleep and we all fast forward and we all pretend that everybody has a reason to all end up back here at around noontime.
I get my spells back.
The Hydra's gone.
I have the Hydra set up to be fed throughout the day.
Alright, and also, did Jordy agree to be anybody?
I don't think Jordy agreed.
Voltaire tried to get him to be Shayla, but he rejected. So
Oh.
Alvin got one of the his new workers. To,
Either Sandy, Sarna, or Smoothie.
Yep.
Smoothie doesn't seem to be doing anything useful, so Smoothie will. And
I
Thalrak
tell
is here.
Smoothie there will be no actual things done on
No,
the stage.
it's all fade to black.
Wait a minute, boy, a young, tall man, Rosalind. That's your name. I don't want to say this. Do you think you could do that late thing again? Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, he could. He said he would do that in the end. but he's
Do
not
it
here,
on the
so.
heart table.
Rosalind can do it, but he's not actually here right now.
Yeah, Rosalind will do it. And we'll display the scene that they're also acting up on stage.
So what
Right here.
entertainment are we doing tonight, my dear friends?
You're having a date. I'm putting on a play because I needed a sending scroll to talk to Stefan Seagull.
Oh, Icarus, you're here too.
Oh, oh, wait. How does? Wait. I'm curious. How does putting on a play get you a scroll?
Well, I went to the slave the
Oh yeah, I gotta go get
collars
them.
that may or may not be used for keeping slaves makers, and I asked them if they had a sending scroll, and it was like, why would we give it to you? So I showed them the script and I said, you could have this, and I said, if you can find someone to put the show on, then we will give you the sending scroll, and I agreed to it, and I told them to be here in the evening.
Yeah, give me a sec. I gotta go and find them.
They didn't. We never had a character for them.
Yep. That's why I'm trying to find him in the list.
Yeah.
And then I talked to Stefan Siegel because I originally was going to get a deal trying to get a deal on the bones for getting Stefan Siegel to come in and meet the Gravekeeper, but he gave me a deal of 1 gold coin, and I was not going to take that deal. So I paid him full price, and I still messaged Stefan Siegel, and he squawked at me, but that's sort of usual. He talks normally, like, "Hello, I'm Stefan Siegel," and he squawks. And I think he's off his rocker. Truly, I do. But he's going to come in and sign some bones for the Gravekeeper. And he's like an action hero in play. Have you heard of Stefan Siegel, Alvarok?
Briefly, not too much about him. I guess you could say I was not the most social of people outside of my 2 friends and why am I drawing a blank on it right now? Outside of my 2 friends over in EMEA, but I knew the families. Yes, there's Doro and the couple of people I met while I was going while I was in Hereford. But beyond that, there's not the most real people have spent the most time happens to be Thalrak and Geordie since I've begun my journey with them, and of course now you, Voltaire. But I've heard a bit of Stephen.
Stefan, but I think at one point he made a drink that's supposed to give you energy. I don't know.
Energy?
Out of character. Yeah, out of character, Steven Seagal actually made an energy drink. I think one was called like Lightning Ball or something, and the other one was called Asian Experience. It's just an interesting fact.
Asian Experience?
Yep, he named it that.
That'll get you canceled.
I believe one was called Aarakocra Experience.
Aarakocra Experience. How lovely.
Yes, he may be a little strange. Not a little, a lot. But he's going to sign bones for the Gravekeeper, I guess. I don't know.
Well, this should be certainly interesting. Well, I guess I should probably greet our new guests here. I'll just go, first off, I go around and say hello to all of the mercenaries and just like asking how they're doing right now.
Oh, it's great. We get paid. We get free booze. And we get to watch you on your fucking date. This is great. I gotta go find her. By the way, I gotta go grab her she's awake. She was following you, obviously.
Yeah, she's over inside she would be inside the mayor's state place.
Yep.
Wait, yeah. Meta, when you get a chance, Callian would have resurrected another skeleton because he got a spell slot back.
And Terry is hanging off Alvin and says, "I love sleeping with you last night, Alvin."
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing happened! Nothing happened!
Overak, she looks like a young...
She passed out! I let her sleep in my bed.
She was passed out?
You're a sick, twisted dragon boy.
I didn't do anything to her!
I looked to you, Alvin.
I didn't do anything, Callian. Cross my heart and hope to die. Right to smite me if I done something wrong. Any god smite me if I'm telling the lie. Go ahead.
Did you get smited?
Nothing that smited.
Yeah, I'll take your word, Alvin. Sorry.
I swear to all of the gods didn't do anything to her.
Good.
She passed out after helping me. I tucked her in, and I was just deadbeat tired and just passed out. So, my apologies.
Oh, and a meta in the morning, I'm going to say that Voltaire probably went and grabbed a picture book of the Pantheon and began creating the costumes for the actors.
Yeah, you would have had time to have done this in your downtime.
Probably with the help of Geordie, since Geordie has Disguise Kit.
Yeah.
Probably.
Sorry for the wall of text, but Meta, I would have brought back another skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
So my next skeleton's name is Papyrus.
So we have Sands and Papyrus.
Yeah, they're going to be our waiters for tonight.
It sounds a bit of a comic.
Yeah. I mean, he's a pretty chill guy. Papyrus is a little too active.
Ah. Does he have extreme goals of being a member of the guard?
I mean, maybe he would like to be part of your guard. For now, though, he'll be our wait staff for tonight.
That works.
Which one's gonna tend their table and which one's gonna tend the others?
Ooh, I don't know.
Did
Since Sands was here first, he'll attend the VIP table.
All right.
And everyone else.
And you can roleplay them throughout the evening. They are yours to control.
I mentally control them, but they can't talk or anything like that.
Yeah, but they could, like, jabber their jaws.
Yeah, or like do a dance or something.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead. What are we... Ikarath, there's an open bar.
Oh.
Well then.
See, open bar. And also, isn't this the best map you've ever seen?
It's pretty high. I'm not gonna lie.
Alrid goes and grabs 4 beers, 2 for him and 2 for Ikarath.
All right.
Did I looked to Callian because I heard Callian and Voltaire were working on this. Did any of you hire someone to cater for this?
Wes told me he was gonna cook.
Wes is cooking. Yes,
okay.
Wes is. We're gonna.
Does Wes need assistance?
One
or is he gonna
second.
be able to handle it himself?
He'll be able to handle it, but let me. I got an idea. Give me a sec here. So this is a hallway now, and there's a door here, and a door here,
Ah, the kitchen.
and a stove, and a countertop, and an island, and like sinks
Everything's
and
changed
stuff.
in here. Jeez.
And
What have you all been working on since I've been gone? I really should come around to my barracks more often. It's so much
Wait,
has changed.
What was that network TV show where they would?
HGTV is the home renovation show.
The one where they would flip the whole house in just 24 hours, and then they had a bus in front of the house, and it moved that bus. And then,
oh, the one I know what you're talking about.
Extreme
like the,
Home Makeover.
Yeah, Extreme Home Makeover.
just extreme home makeover your barracks.
Yep. Oh, so Wes, is in here cooking up a storm.
I am absolutely surprised on how you've all done. You've all
And-
done yourselves.
You haven't even seen the best part yet.
What part would that be?
Well, by the way, wait, who's responsible for making the disco ball meta?
Oh yeah, Thalrak did provide the disco ball.
Yes, the disco ball has been made.
Cool. So I just need someone to go hang this up on top of the table somewhere. I can't
do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh. I hang up the disco ball.
I tell Terry I'll be over to the table soon. I need to speak with Sandy for a moment, if you don't mind. As I wander over to the bar.
So, how are the costumes thing? Are you both ready?
Thalrak begrudgingly.
Yeah, he does begrudgingly. All right, there's your disco ball, which I need to actually separate this out because, oh god, there's too many pieces. They're all part of it now.
Oh no.
That's fine.
Fine. Everything is A-okay. I look at Sandy and I'm like, we have a lot of guests here tonight. Do I need extra booze to be delivered?
Nope. You pay us more than enough. We keep this bar stocked, Chief.
Alright. Good to hear.
Smoothie, is your Shayla outfit fitting all right?
Yep, it's perfect.
Good. Good luck. I hope you both remember your lines. Callian,
Yeah.
make sure no one asks about how I got the table to look pink.
Okay. I'll make sure no one asks.
I may or may not have painted it with blood.
Why did you tell me? Now I can't. Now. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Just don't make sure nobody asks, and make sure they eat on plates.
Okay, good. I will make sure no one asks.
So I go up to speak to the slave call.
Also,
the
have you
collar
guys drunken,
makers.
Ikarath and Elred, have you drunken your drinks?
Oh, absolutely.
2 con saves
Absolutely.
apiece. You already know the score. You start putting those empty bottles in front of you.
No.
Elred, you are blast-ass wasted. And John, Ikarath, you are mildly buzzed. Also, it has been a new day.
Yeah. You have to be wasted to watch this. Then freaking Alvin is going to have a painful time. So I'll go up to all the collar makers and I'm like, greetings, welcome. And wasn't expecting all of this to be set up here, but
Oh, Voltaire invited us.
hello. Pleasure to meet all of you.
Pleasure.
So I assume you're all the collar makers. correct?
Yes.
Then as well you have the ability to cast sending. So I'm guessing you're mages?
We don't so much have the ability to cast it. We have a stock of spell scrolls, but we are mages.
Ikarath's ears perk up when somebody says spell scrolls, and he says, "Would you happen to have locate object?"
We do not.
Damn it.
So unfortunate. Well, so you have, do you get spell scrolls brought in? Is that what I was saying?
Yeah, we import them in. That way we can communicate with the other guilds around the world.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. Well, I will talk to you after all of this. It seems it is my date, so I kind of have to be going.
Good luck. We've heard all about it.
Why does everyone hear about everything?
Small town.
This is not a small town. This is a very big town.
Well, they've been here for a while. All the other people in your company are here, who were all here while they were setting up and talking about it. So they spread it to them, and they spread it to them. And I mean, you're already a couple deep, because it's already going from you having the date to their interpretation, and they're talking about it. And just that random talking about it is what's picked up by your guards people, well, your mercenaries. And then your mercenaries are discussing among themselves and their theories. So those are the theories that are being heard by these people over here that make collars.
Oh no. We're several conspiracy theory levels deep already.
It's passed pans many times. And those people are obviously going to talk to their friends.
Oh god. That's gonna give me upset.
Callian wants to go in the back and just see what do we actually have on the menu for tonight.
Let's see.
You don't need too many dishes. Very simple.
It is. Come on. Nope. It's lobster with long grain rice.
Ooh.
Head salad lettuce, fried off mushrooms, and of course a homemade butter garlic sauce. And for dessert, special preserve. Shit, what's that stuff called that I can't remember?
Special preserve shit.
Fuck. Why it's blanking? The stuff that you torch the top of and then it gets crispy on the top.
Creme brulee.
Yes, that is the dessert. With little firework things like sparklers coming out of it. 2 of them.
Oh, you really outdid yourself tonight.
But it's only one dish with 2 spoons in it. No, one dish with 1 spoon. One dish with 1 spoon. But it's a large dish.
Alien is gonna go around and inform people about what the menu is, if they have any dietary needs or whatever, and he'll also let them know that not to be alarmed. That two
Oh no,
skeletons.
that's just Alvin's menu. They all get burgers and fries.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was about to say everyone's eating lobster. Damn.
No, that's just Alvin's table. Everyone else is just getting burgers and fries.
So as things start to get ready, we'll bring out whatever drinks or appetizers and Sans
There
and
is the
Papyrus.
classy booze in Alvin's office.
I don't know if I know that's there though.
Depends on who's been in my office.
Terry probably would have told you about it. She did. She probably would have been excited to tell you all about her office makeover.
True, yeah. But we do have an open bar, right?
Yeah. That's just like
Okay,
standard shelf stuff. The top
Maybe
shelf.
I'll try to. Yeah, maybe I'll begin to get some for Terry and Alvin.
Yeah.
I'll go grab some classy booze and bring it out to Alvin.
All right. What kind of booze do you want to get?
A fine wine.
Okay.
I approve of that choice.
It is a 1916 Chateau Côte Sauternes. What the fuck that is?
It's an Italian.
Elvin, fancy.
I'm gonna post it into chat. No, we're gonna put over here first. I am old enough to look at wine. Thank you.
You have to be old enough to look at alcohol now. Wow.
They're not currently alive. All right, so that link right there, I also put in Discord.
And $1,000 wine.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, I'll have Sans pour it into drinks for Terry and Alvin and say, "Hey, Alvin, if you need any extra, just let me know."
And now you got a drink. You just popped $1,000 bottle of wine.
I just
My gosh, Ulrich, I didn't know you was that into wine.
Apparently.
Terry's kind of rich. Like, Terry's like small country rich.
I didn't. How?
Like she has the GDP of a small country.
All right. This is
Don't you love it, dear?
Yes. I'm just very surprised at this. Wow.
That's not even the most expensive booze that I bought for you.
Excuse me?
Yeah. You didn't see it on the table?
What did you buy?
Oh, just Pappy Van Winkle's Family Reserve 23 years old.
Jeez, darling, you freaking splurged on this, did you not?
That's that for the way, guys.
$5,000 wine!
Well, it's not wine, it's whiskey, but...
$5,000 whiskey, oh my god!
Oh my god.
What?
Not a hashtag not a sponsor.
Oh my
But please feel free to sponsor this.
It's a five. That's like equivalation. That's probably like a 500 gold bottle of whiskey right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe dating the Archmage Clean's not such a bad idea.
It wasn't my intention to begin with, but hey, I don't mind having a sugar mama.
Well, and you do kind of like her, remember, thanks to your failed throw.
Yeah, I was seduced.
All right, so what are we doing with this show? What are we
Everybody
going on?
prepare.
Yep. There's an inspiration for Thalrak, who's going to be being played by me.
So
Sort of,
Bennett, you got a inspiration for Thalrak.
Oh boy.
sort of part the curtains a bit and say, "This
All
is a
right.
show written locally sourced. It's a very entertaining show from what I've read a bit, or over the age limit of a younger audience."
As soon as I hear that, I'm like, oh no, I know what this
All right.
stage
Does
is.
everybody here know how to do whispers in Roll20?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and anybody in chat can put it in chat, but anybody who's here can put it in here, and you can either give a +1, a 0, or a -1 at various intervals of this play to determine if they are going to, if it was done well, poorly, or just okay.
Alrighty, now
Wait.
please
how do
be
you wish-
prepared for.
Wait 1 second. What what are we doing? We can type into the chat.
You're gonna need to do the whisper thingy in the Roll20 chat to me.
How do you do that?
I don't.
It looks like this. You type in /whisper, and then whoever you're whispering to. In this case, I'm assuming it's going to be Meta.
Yep.
You do that, and then space, and then whatever you want to say.
Yep. And that'll determine the effectiveness of the performance.
Also, was Ikarath supposed to do anything for this? Because I can't remember.
Ikarath, do you want to play Smoothie instead? Do you want to play instead of Smoothie?
No, I really can't say that I do.
You don't want to
but
be the
I-
elf god
Did somebody
Shayla?
asked me to write music for it?
Yeah, we're supposed to play music.
Yeah, you're supposed to play the electric.
The electric lute. All right.
Oh, you can.
Ikarath will
also-
be like hiding next to the stage with his
You
lute.
can
There
also
you
just do that instead. If you just type /whisper GM,
Yep, that worked already.
that'll whisper to only Meta.
All right.
Also, Callian wants to cast Lathandra's light, my religious belief benefit, onto the disco ball so it's the glow.
Yes.
Alrighty, this is called, I just take up the first page. I keep forgetting the title. What's it called?
I have no idea what it's called offhand. It's just a fan. I don't know if it has a title. It's an erotic fan fiction.
Forging a Love.
There we go. Also,
I remember-
Alvin, did you drink the wine?
I will slowly sip it.
Did you give any to Terry?
Yes.
All right, so she'll have to roll.
Is she just downing it?
She drank like half of it.
I'm slowly sipping this. I'm not gonna be an idiot and just drink it down instantly.
But she's fine.
Okay.
Forging a Love by the... I'm not going to say... The authors will remain anonymous. Please enjoy. And I walk over and I pull the curtains back.
And you see Thalrak on stage dressed as Moradin. And Smoothie on stage dressed as Shayla. And they just start acting out one of the scenes. And Thad says, "It can never be. It can never be. Between the two of us. Siblings. And at the same time separate. The gods know no bounds, but this love can never be. But Moradin, I love you. How can I live without you? You'll have to. I am born of mountain, and you of tree. Those two do not mix." And we flip to Rosalind, who's animating this out as well, on top of the piano. And Ellen, what are you doing?
So I'm sitting there like, wow, I didn't realize Thalrak was such a good performer. Don't you agree, Terry?
Oh my. That dwarf, she's silly. I can see why the Kraken went for him.
Yes. It totally makes sense.
And your employee Smoothie don't get any ideas.
Huh? No, not at all. I'm pretty sure that it would not work, especially since it what was it? 2 nights ago, we were trying to kill each other. Right? Yeah, 2 nights ago.
Yeah. And so the curtains go back, and Ikarath, would you like to hum your music?
What are we listening to today?
Just picture something that's like akin to sleazy porn music.
Good old careless
Beautiful.
whisper.
Yep. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, Thaler's not gonna be able to make because his family is there longer than he expected. He's gonna have fun when he realizes what he did while he was gone.
Even better.
And then, okay, so Alvin, right now we're back closed. There's setup going on behind the scenes. That's playing. Callian's got the disco ball going, and
I guess
Terry-
the main course, right?
oh yeah, but you can bring out the food.
Yeah, the main course comes out.
Oh, thank you, Sans.
And you've got the sparklers, and she's like, "Oh, creme brulee, that's my favorite, Alvin. Let's have some."
Of course. Wait, but I thought the main course was coming out, not the dessert.
Oh,
Well-
He's skipping straight to the dessert, did he?
yeah, we'll go.
Well,
Sorry, that's
You
fine.
can bring it at the same time. You guys got a lot of food, so you
Yeah.
got to get started on it.
Oh, I should. Shit. Can I get that? Reopen, close tab. Reopen, close. I gotta reopen a lot of closed tabs here, but give me a moment, and we might be able to see what you're eating.
Oh my god, what the hell? That is a... Just looking
Okay.
at freaking the whiskey, Jesus Christ.
Okay, this is what you're eating.
Do you want to use this thing? Yes. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
That's what you're eating.
Appetizing.
She opens her mouth and says, she goes, "Alvin, feed me some." And she's gonna roll persuasion, and she's gonna use Thalarax +4, and we've got +1 from somebody else, pull plus ID4, and we got Alvin's and that +1, so that's plus her natural. Okay, 12
A 12?
against I don't know what disadvantage you give yourself for actually liking her.
No, I'll just do it. She doesn't need to persuade me.
All right.
I'll do it. So yes, I'll feed her.
Okay. And she does delicious as the curtains start to roll back and she looks over on screen. And you see that Thalarak and Smoothie are in a forest and it's dark out. And all of a sudden a ray of light passes down through the shadows onto Thalarak and he starts to looks glittery, like sparkly. And he goes, "I can't be with you now. The vampires got to me." And so he goes, "No, Thalarak, I'll be a vampire with you." "That's not the life I want for you, Shayla." And then it starts to rain. He's going back in front.
I pull out a book and I'm like, wait a second, what did this turn into Twilight?
Some of us are trying to watch the show, Overak.
Yeah, don't forget to put your pluses, minuses, or zeros for your performance. That'll affect things that Terry can or can't do on this date. So, and Terry says, "Oh, can you believe that? She loves him despite the fact that she's willing to become a vampire for her love. So precious."
Yes, indeed. It's It's a different sacrifice. Yeah. Why would you? But the question goes is, why did a god become a vampire? Let's not think too much on it.
This was written by the guardsman. I don't know if Voltaire told you that.
So just it was written by the Kiad House, so I wouldn't think too hard about it.
Oh dear me. No, everything makes so much more sense now.
Oh, was this written by your employees? I heard they're just slaves that you pay.
No! Who's saying lies?
And she points over at Voltaire.
Voltaire!
Come on! I didn't
Hey.
expect him to hear it.
Alred stands up with his axe. Who has slaves?
No!
No.
Icarus stops playing music and peeked out from backstage, just knowing something's about to go down.
No, hold on. Elred, no one has slaves. Voltaire is using the improper terminology.
What's the proper terminology then?
They're my hired guard.
Paid workers.
They're mercenaries.
They're mercenaries. They're not slaves.
They're so...
I'm sorry, Elrid. I said it once and somehow she heard it. I don't know. She's a strange 12-year-old girl.
I'm 3,000 years old, thank you.
You look like one. Shut up.
She cast prestidigitation on you, and you're covered in dirt
Birth.
from head to toe. Like you just got splashed by a mud puddle.
Oh. I just sort of just
Just
wiped
teach
something
you
off.
to make fun of me. I am all woman.
Allie's gonna step away from me.
Okay. You're all woman.
All right, and Alvin, roll against. So, what would be a save against persuasion?
Wisdom.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Against persuasion would probably be a general charisma check.
Okay, then charisma save.
A charisma save or a charisma check?
Save.
Save. Since I'll just do it at this since it's already at that point. So 9.
All right. You are neither more or less affectionate of Terry at this point. Elred did not need to say. Oh, is he drinking again? Oh, he is now only medium drunk. It's magically somehow drinking more just got him less drunk somehow. That's what dwarves do.
That's the
Also, wait,
dwarf
you're a
blood.
dwarf. You should have been rolling at advantage for all of these. I forgot.
Poison. It's considered poison.
Yep. And so while that's going on,
So I do want to. Terry brings up the whole 3,000-year-old thing. I do want to say this before the next scene begins. Terry, you're 3,000, correct?
yes.
I know. Well. This is definitely a relationship at this point. We're together.
Oh,
If it
we
goes
are!
much
Alvin!
beyond- What?
She's so happy. I'm so happy! We're dating!
Yes. That's kind of what this is essentially the whole thing is about. But there's just a thing to bring up, darling.
What's that?
Are you immortal?
What's immortal?
Gods are immortal. They don't die of old age.
Well, I haven't died yet. So maybe?
Huh? You are very much well aware that I am not, correct?
Yeah, people come, people go. You gotta have fun. Besides,
Fair enough.
I mean,
I just wanted to bring that up.
besides, I mean, my goal is to be able to one day cast prestidigitation so well that I can even fix death. I'll bring you back, Alvin.
Icareth sticks his head out from behind stage again and just goes.
What does that mean?
Told you! And he sticks his head back.
Wait, they sent message. We cannot bury dead live bodies.
Excuse me, but we're trying to start the next scene. So
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Have your do your thing.
So the curtains go back. And it opens up. And you see Thalrak in the water. A dead kraken to the side. Well, not. And you see Smoothie holding on from on top of a large large chunk of wood left from what looks like a shipwreck. And Smoothie says, "I'll never let you go, Thalrak. You have to let me go.
Morden.
It's the only way to save you."
Morden, you mean?
Morden, yes, Morden. Morden, don't let go. I'll never let you go. And Thalrak says, "You must let me go. Save yourself." And he stops speaking and he falls asleep as Smoothie slowly lets go, and Thalrak drifts off stage, and then the curtains come back.
Wild applause.
Is it just me? Is it just me? I look at Callie and is like, is it just me, or all of these performances?
Amazingly heartwarming. I agree. It's so romantic.
I feel like I've seen these in books.
Yeah, I feel like I read this somewhere as well. Back in the monastery.
I'm surprised by it. I didn't think they could read.
Who did we say wrote this play again?
The guards.
Yep, them.
Hello.
Maybe this is a very well-read guard.
And the curtains come back, and now a red light is flooding the stage. And you see like a wooden sawhorse, and Thalrak and Smoothie in the room, and Thalrak goes, "I don't know. I don't think you can handle it." And Smoothie goes, Make me yours, Morden." And she climbs on top of the wooden sawhorse as the curtains go back.
What? What the fuck?
Very
Rosalind,
saucy.
it's your turn.
What do you mean it's his turn?
No, he's not actually here.
Yeah, I know, but isn't like aren't the, I figured.
Oh yeah, Rosalind is playing out that scene on top of it, and it's a little bit graphic. And
Well,
Terry's
then.
eyes just grow really wide.
I'm just kind of turning over a little bit, and I'm looking at Elred. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" Because Elred's at the table. How are you,
Yeah.
Elred?
I still say to Alvin, you should ask Terry to marry her.
What? Wait, did I hear you correctly, Elred?
Yes.
You're saying that I should marry her?
Absolutely.
Hold on. This
Icareth starts playing the wedding march.
Hold
up! Is this-
Kelly?
Terry says, "You really want to marry me?"
Overak,
What?
Overak, let's talk in your office for a second, Overak.
Yes, One moment, I'm...
Don't
What
be
is it?
long, sweetie.
I won't be...
This has gone a different direction than I anticipated.
So...
Callie, are you gonna stop Rosalind from graphic pornographic
Turn off
scenes?
the porno!
I'll tell Rosalind, please. I think you got your point across.
Was this an elaborate plan to begin with, Voltaire?
No, it was not. That was Elred's entire doing, but I figure if you say you don't want to marry her, I might be seeing your head on a pike. And people dying from the streets. La viva revolution!
I understand that. What the hell just happened there?
I think you may have been pressured by Elred into marrying Miss Terry Ronson, but the real question is, Olverac, do you love Terry?
Whoa!
People
If you
chose
do
a
not-
bad episode to miss.
If you do not love her, Olverac, then you cannot marry her. It just won't feel right. She may be rich, and she may be powerful, but if you don't love her, you're not going to get anything out of the relationship. You need to take time. Tell her, I want to extend the relationship. I want to travel with you before we settle down. That will buy you some time.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I do have feelings for her. Yes.
Well, if we want to roll now, because we're basically done with the performance, we're gonna go the total. What is your charisma? Roll a charisma check.
Roll a charisma check.
Yep.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
13.
4. 13?
Yes.
Okay. 10. 1, 2, 3. So interpret this as your character may 3 out of 5 persuasion checks towards loving her succeeded. So take that as your character will. 2 of them did fail.
Love, yes. I don't know if Alvin would be ready to tie the knot right now since this is technically their first date.
Yeah, I'm just giving you what the dice gave me.
Yeah, no.
You have full agency.
But I do have something that I don't want to do, but I'll do it for you. You're my friend. I can distract all of them. The show is over. I know a way to distract all of them.
I just
Would you-
don't know what the hell got into Elred there.
I'm not sure. Would you like me to distract them, my friend?
Hold on. I need to speak. I'm gonna send a message to Elred, and I say I'm come to the office. What the hell was that all about, Elred?
You clearly have feelings for one another.
I
As
understand.
Alred is slightly slurring a bit.
He's all yeah.
Oh no!
No, you've been drinking, my dear sir.
There's a reason I don't drink ale, my friend.
That's why I was sipping my wine and not downing it.
See, there's your problem.
If I was not sipping wine, I'd probably already have said yes at this point.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it's cemented on her mind in her current state. I would recommend trying to get her mind off of it.
Oops.
You can try the bag. The bag?
The bag?
You need to
Oh.
ask if Garath first.
I know who
Out
that
of
was
character.
meant for as well.
You're so much to work to whisper too. There's too many things. So I'm gonna send it to you in Discord.
What the? I don't know. I look at Elric. Elric, do you need assistance?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you need assistance?
No.
No?
Why would I need assistance?
You're drunk.
Maybe a bit.
Yep, he's drunk.
Okay, hold on. Cast Lesser Restoration. You're no longer drunk. Are you feeling better?
Much better.
In case you missed it, you asked Alvarak if he wished to marry Terry.
You said I should.
Yes, sorry,
Oh,
you
boy.
said he should.
So, yes, we're in that boat now.
Did she hear?
Yes,
Of course she did. You were standing right next to her.
she's very much heard you.
Well, then it sounds like you have a pretty big problem.
Oh, I'll handle this. There's a disco ball I can distract it.
Are you going to smash it?
No, I'm not going to smash a disco ball. I'm not insane.
Oh my god, what is happening? Have a normal date, they said. It would be fine, they
boy.
said.
I'm not going to like this.
Voltaire, wait, hold on. I sent a message. Voltaire, what are you doing?
You'll hear. You'll hear. Alright, time for me to read. We can boogie down, up on down.
also,
a boogie sound.
Ikarath hands Ikarath hands a diamond encrusted veil shimmering with a rainbow effect of sparkles worth roughly 500 gold out of his multicolored bag, and he gives it to Terry, who puts it on, and he starts playing the bangingest version of the wedding march this world has ever known.
Oh shit!
Ikarath, I'm busy. Please stop playing your music.
I come out to see that, and I'm like, shit!
By the way, Ikarath is on top of the double heart piano, and he's got a bright golden lute, and he's playing it like an electric guitar for the wedding march right now.
And Voltaire, are you attempting? What are you doing?
He's currently trying to play the piano to the tune of Let's Groove by Earth, Wind, and Fire, and he's singing the lyrics.
All right, roll performance.
God.
This is a battle of the bands going on right here.
And Ikarath, roll performance.
Oh, dang it!
Oh, you are clanky as fuck on that piano, and Ikarath is jamming the fuck out.
Should have practiced first. I haven't played the piano since high school.
Well, this was certainly not in the plan today.
Nope.
Alright. I see the ring and I'm like, oh.
It's not a ring, it's a veil.
A veil?
Like a wedding
It's a
veil.
Well, it looks like I've been dug into a hole so far, there's no climbing out.
Alvin, I am an ordained minister. If you would like me to perform a ritual.
Also, by the way, I had nothing to do with this.
I know.
I love every second of it.
I just sort of whispered, Kellen, you're going to do this ritual by the book, which includes that one little question to the audience about rejections.
Everybody is looking at you, and they are all on bated breath. And then the collar people start bashing on the table, and they start saying, "Marry her, marry her," and then your
That
people
was
pick
the
up on it too.
plan!
Marry her. Just say yes. You can do it. You can do it all night long.
I look at the person who said that, and I'm like, I will. Terry, darling.
Yes.
Oh, will you marry me?
Oh my God! Absolutely, I will. We can have our wedding this evening on Monday, session 2.
Darian, ask the question.
Actually, I have a spell to conduct a wedding.
Oh, you do?
Ask
Shit,
the
let's do it.
question.
Callian has a spell for everything. He is the ultimate utility belt. I'm telling you guys. Callian's got some. What was that?
I just need you guys. If you actually want to get married, I can do a ceremony tonight, and it'll actually give you protection in the upcoming battle. I just need 25 gold worth of powdered silver, and I'll happily conduct your ceremony for you. I would be honored.
Oh God, I object.
The wedding's not happening right now. It's later.
I don't care. I object. Have one day. Get to know each other first, crazy kids.
They have. They have. They spent some time together in the city of Rikoge.
Be in a relationship longer than one date before you get married. Oh my gosh.
Don't listen to him! Marry her right now! Kiss her!
Persuasion on both of you.
This is going to be towards Terry, not me. in the end.
Oh!
Oh my god, Icarus!
Oh, he was very convincing that both of you to get married.
I grab Ikarath from behind and cover his mouth. You aren't saying another word.
You got to roll a strength check.
Icaraf! Well, no, Icaraf just as soon as he gets touched.
You hit for sure. Nice. He shocks you as you trying to grapple him.
And he's holding his loot right now, so he turns around and he bonks you with his fucking loot also.
Oh yeah.
I say
15 does not hit.
Well, it hits, it just doesn't do any damage.
yeah.
Yeah.
I turn around and like, don't. It's fine, Voltaire.
Did you just hit me?
Voltaire.
Did you just touch me?
That's true.
Did you just hit me?
Boys?
Did you just touch me while I'm just trying for love to be a stronger force in this world? Did you try to rain on the parade?
They had one date.
Also, Icarus starts glowing a little bit with a divine light.
Oh, I
No.
would say get away from him.
What in the...
And you guys hear
it's interrupt.
chuckling, and those of you, I don't think anybody here has met Flit, but you hear chuckling resonate throughout the room.
On the loop, Icarus starts playing the beginning of Thunderstruck. You know, the...
What are you doing?
Roll performance,
Also,
Icarus.
roll performance, and Voltaire, roll con
Oh, no.
save? Oh, you fall backwards off onto your ass, and you take 4 damage. And are prone. You need a con. Oh, you don't make a con save. You feel like it's like 2 degrees outside. As a strong gust of cold wind from Terry just comes across the room and just wraps around you.
I have resistance to cold
Well, there you
damage.
go.
All right, everyone, calm down, please.
She says, "Don't mess with my wedding."
You've had one date.
I look at Voltaire.
I loved him
and I'm
for
like-
years.
I look at Voltaire and I say, "It's better than one person. Don't worry." I go. I point at Thalrak and send message to Voltaire. He hasn't even had a date with Patty, and he's already engaged to her.
They did kiss once.
They did kiss, but they didn't technically have a date.
Party one's just getting hitched one at a time.
Wait, you haven't kissed her on the mouth yet, if I
I
remember.
kissed her on the cheek.
That doesn't count.
Says, "Oh, we can kiss
12-year-old.
now." It'll be our first kiss as an engaged couple.
Can't
my
kiss before
Rosario
marriage, says
Callie says you
Alien.
can't kiss. All right, I'll wait for you, Alvin. It'll be even better.
I don't think you guys should be kissing before marriage. That's what they teach us in the church. So
So yeah, she says that. She says she'll wait. And we are
Ikarath, good
about.
try.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ikarath, good try with the performance. I greatly appreciate you trying to play some music. Voltaire, I understand your concern, but it's fine.
Alvin, when you started this campaign however many months ago, what were the percentage chances you would have given this? Like if I told you, like, there's a possibility that this exact thing could have happened, what percentage chance would you have given that?
1 in a billion. I didn't even think Terry was ever going to show up again after the.
Either did I.
After our incident in Rikoge.
Either did I, and then Party 3 went back through and she showed up somehow.
Because my whole plan was, if we ever went back to Rikoge, was I was going to cast Disguise Self.
Oh my god, and then this happened instead.
So
she came to you.
She came to me, and we crashed through a ceiling after we had just saved a dragon, and I was almost out of spell slots.
There
so I had nothing.
There are parts of this campaign that I plan, and that I have an idea. Like Party 2 right now, the plot line they're chasing has a plan. What happens inside of that often changes. And then there are parts of this that just write themselves. And Party 3 is walking through a city, and it just pops into my head. Terry Johnson faked her own death. And I'm like, okay, we're going with it.
Oh, well. I guess it is to be said for all of you. You're all invited to a wedding this evening.
Yeah, wedding tomorrow. So, what was that?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you, Ulrich.
I can't believe myself either.
So whoever's able to make it here tomorrow, out of character, we will all be having a wedding the night before Rashok invades. Which, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of like, 90s romantic drama movie, like, marry me before you go off to war.
I mean, it's better than the Hallmark movie marriage, which would be Alvin's marrying someone he doesn't actually love, but he loves Terry, and Terry comes back and objects to the wedding, and then he marries Terry.
There you go. We're not quite that cliche. So that's where we'll be next week. We will cut that here because it's a good stopping point. We only got a few minutes left. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Go say hi to PJ Mexican, and if anybody is in chat, go ahead and just badger him and tell him he should play Dungeons & Dragons as a guest character sometime. Thank you. Have a great day.